Mary Beth said, what often happens in the past can lead to where we will wind up in the future. There are families I haven't even connected with, stories waiting to be told, stories of getting married in your native country, all those memories and friends that are not here with you now. What do you miss?
You should
Restaurant.
Like,
We miss the restaurants.
we definitely miss all the different restaurants and you know, we lived in Chicago for so long, so we had tried like different ethnicity food and all that stuff, which you don't get here much, but we do have a couple great restaurants here that we enjoy.
Dave makes samosas upon request when he's working at the store. And as far as he and his wife knows, there's no other Indian eatery in town.
We have been asked so many times if we would like to open an Indian restaurant, but while I work at the hospital and having Cracker Barrel, it's so hard. But no, restaurant is not something that is in our talks right now.
Yeah.
No.
Do you feel like this is a place for other families with Indian descent to move to?
I think what we always have said to our family and friends that I think now it's been 2 years that we moved here, and then we say that we are very blessed. I know we took a big risk in our life to move, you know,
Maryland to
from
Alpena.
Maryland to Alpena, but we feel very blessed because the community has been very, very supportive since day one.
Before Mari, Flor, and Hoseyan relocated to Alpena, they also had the option to move somewhere else.
It was Abilene, Texas. And my fiance's family, they live in Texas. They are from Cuba and they live in Texas. And it was so easy for us to go there, but I chose here. I don't know, you know, there's a reason for everything. And we're figuring that out. But so far, so good.
Yeah, absolutely.
Do you think Alpena is ready to see more Blacks and Asians or Latinos, you know, move into the community?
I think that's basically our responsibility, the way we conduct ourselves and behave in Alpena. And that's gonna open or slam shut the doors.
It surprised me a lot how people manage to maintain this city like without many diversity. So we know the responsibility that we have for open the diversity to come here.
We by no means want to disrupt or be disruptive, or we just want, you know, them to be comfortable with us and us to feel comfortable in this environment. So that's our goal right now, and we've talked about this as a family, and I'm always like, we have to be careful, we have to respect. They have, you know, embraced, you know, our coming here, and we are very, 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 very conscious of it.
Some of the people I really don't want to call racist. This is what they used to. So like when they see like a Black family or a Hispanic family, they can't act like how today's society is. Like, yeah, they're gonna judge you because what all goes on, or they're gonna judge you from the next Black person who did something dumb. So they're gonna judge everybody else they see.
And when that judgment or fear becomes too much to bear, it leaves some families with no other choice but to pack up and go.
I'm kind of really scared for them, for the young Black men to grow up here. What do I tell you, Dorian? Every time we walk in the store, I have to tell him to take off his hood. Because, you know, like, that's like a lot of Black men got killed, like, that was like in white areas or suburban areas. I shouldn't have to go through that and tell him that. And the first time I told him to take off his hood, he asked me, like, why? Why can't I wear my hood? And I had to explain to him that, like, no parent want to have to go through that and have to explain to their young Black kids, like, what's really happening in the world. I honestly think Northern Michigan is not for black people. And sooner or later, the black people or the black families that live here will notice. Well, I guess I can't never forget about Alpena, like the nice people that I did meet and my experience of having her up here. So I can't forget about it because I have to tell her like this is where she was born.
Talk to me about how that experience, being around other cultures and different diverse people, helped shape what you're trying to do for Alpena today.
I guess, the short answer is just it gave me a whole new appreciation for how varied people's experiences are. Because growing up here, I thought, everyone has an experience growing up similar to mine.
There might be similarities, but there are also differences. It can be hard growing up thinking everything is the same.
So I think Alpena's history in terms of its main economic base has been very diverse, going from a lumbering community to concrete community to paper community, and really having a lot of those different economic drivers. So, bringing those different types of businesses, because people nowadays don't just want to come to the downtown and see one type of business. They want to eat at different places, they want to grab coffee at different places, they want to go see a show. So a lot of that is, how can we vary what we offer in our downtown so, people can spend a weekend and have different experiences and not just have to eat at the same place every night.
Because what is very familiar to us here is not very familiar in Australia or not very familiar in Russia. Everyone has differences. And understanding that we're a very small part of a much bigger global picture helps bring some of those home and realize that there's a lot of equality gaps in how we view the world in some ways in our myopic lifestyle that we might live in a small town.
Even though Alpena is predominantly white, there are others who live here too, with their own stories and cultures to share. Understanding the heritage, language, and traditions these families have brought with them is a chance to embrace diversity in all sense of its meaning. And regardless of where anyone is from, Alpena is still a place many call home.